Hello and welcome to Benilde-St. Margaret's High School. We are here for an MSHSL boys varsity lacrosse match tonight. The 1-8 Red Knights are here hosting the 6-4 Chaska Hawks. As we see them line up at midfield, let's go through the starting lineups. For Benilde, the home team today, at attack, we have the feeder, the very important man, Griffin Elin. He'll be along with Ben Schur today, and the senior on senior night here, William Tucker. At midfield, the long stick midfielder, Harrison Brink. Matthew Arneson, the senior, and leading scorer for the Red Knights, and they'll be accompanied by junior Mason Dieterding. At defense, senior and captain Mitch Lowenberg, Lucian Paris, the junior, and the senior captain, Jay Weber. For Chaska, we have, for in net, Ethan Pichacolin. And we'll bring you the rest of the lineup soon, as we have Devin Friedbauer, Benjamin Reeser, Donovan Black, Isaac Loosbreck, Bennett Kerfeld, Zach Redheffer, Flynn Ernst, and Cyrus Aiken. As we see a shot right away here for Benilde, off the mark, and just 12 seconds in, Benilde with the first possession. That is Elin behind the net, possessing it, winning the chase there, and he'll try to feed up to teammate number 10. I believe that is Mason Dieterding, the junior midfielder. And now, number 6, Michael Kelly, also a junior with the ball. A shot, and it's saved by Pichacolin. And now he'll take it out for the clear. Chaska trying to make their way downfield, but it's picked up by Benilde's long stick midfielder, Harrison Brink, and they'll recover. He'll send it over to the senior, Matt Arneson, and Arneson sending it down to the sophomore, Ben Schur. Schur back to Elin. Elin going to be a key player tonight for the Red Knights feeding. He is the assist leader on the season, but quickly he'll go around with a sidearm shot there. No good, and Pichacolin now picks the ball up, sends it out to teammate. That is number 2, Bennett Kerfield. Ball down now, but Chaska recovers. Number 3, Alex Machukins with the ball. He'll get it down past midfield, and Chaska will possess for the first time today. Number 15, Zach Rodeheffer, now possesses the ball. And ball down now. I'm Ethan Lee here tonight, along with Richmond Bowen once again. We're glad to be here. It is about 55 degrees and sunny here, as we've just had the face-off. Lowenberg now to Michael Kelly. Ball goes down. Whistle is blown. And Chaska regains possession. Number 34 for Chaska now. That is Isaac Loosbrook. And now they'll send it back behind goal line extended. 21, Benjamin Reeser with the ball. And back up once again, number 3, Alex Machukins. And ball down as Machukins tries to connect with Carter Emerson. That will roll out of bounds. Whistle is blown. Benilde possession. So far, about 2.5 minutes in, nothing going for either team. But taking it downfield is Matt Arneson. Arneson over to Elin, and he'll hit Ben Schur down there. Now Richmond, Benilde struggling as of late, only 1-8 this season. A lot of close games, but a lot of that can be explained by some key injuries here. How important are those injuries for Benilde with getting those guys back? We've had Michael Naughton out the whole season, but we also have some guys like Nate Berry at faceoff. He has a hip flexor problem. He was on crutches even today at school, and that's a huge one. Tommy Ludke, who is the second leading scorer, as we have a push and a flag down. That is number 19, Andrew Stanger for Chaska. He'll get the flag from the push from behind, and 22, Ben Schurer, will pick up the ball and tosses it over to Jake Anderson. But Richmond, as I was saying, I mean, he's their lead faceoff guy, Nate Barry, and as we can see on the season, how many faceoffs does he have so far? Wins today. 79, I believe, coming into this game.
79 faceoffs. He's winning about 55% of the time, which is giving the Red Knights a great advantage towards the offense.
There you go, and Arneson down to Ben Schurer. The shot, no good, and another whistle is blown for the Red Knights. It will be Chaska possession, and that's a stat that is very key to this team, as we see Pichikolin try to clear the ball here, and it'll just go back to the Red Knights. This is a fun name. We have a couple fun names on this Chaska team. And now Will Tucker is hit for the pass by Elin, and it's a goal for the Red Knights early, just 3 minutes, 40 seconds into this game. Will Tucker, not a usual starter. He gets some playing time as a senior, but he comes up with the first goal, and he might be a key player today with a lot of guys out, and that makes it 1-0 Red Knights there.
He's getting the start over the injured Thomas Lucky today. Let's see what the senior can provide for this team, scoring his 6th goal of the year so far.
That's a very good stat there, as we see Tommy Ludke, the second leading scorer on this team. Very important senior. He is out with a concussion, and Benilde wins possession here. Will Tucker picking it up again. And so, yeah, Mark Falls, Nate Barry, Tommy Ludke, as well as Michael Naughton. He's been out this whole season. He would have been, no doubt, one of the best players on this team as far as generating offense. And Benilde, although they've struggled this season, out to a good start so far, possessing the majority of the time. And now Griffin Elin has it behind the net, and now he's taking it up to goal line extended, and he'll send it up to his teammate number 10, Mason Dieterding. Michael Kelly now possessing the ball. He's also a junior, and now they'll send it up to senior Jake Anderson. It is senior night tonight, so we'll have a presentation for you at halftime with all of the seniors as Jake Anderson shoots, and it goes wide right. The chase is won by Benilde. That is Ben Schurer down there, and they will possess the ball. Schurer going right and then left. Can't get around defender number 2 for Chaska, Bennett Kerfeld, and he'll stay back there, takes it up to goal line extended, and sends it back to Elin, the feeder. Griffin Elin, very, very key player for this team. He has 18 assists, Richmond, on the season. He has 26 points total, so he is the points leader this season for Benilde, mainly because of his feeding behind the net. That's a very important position, but what do you think today with a few key scorers out of this game? What do you think about Elin in his scoring role today, not just assisting?
Oh, scoring role is going to be crucial for him today, but as Chaska Hawks probably done their research on them, they're going to be going to Griffin, and so he has to be smart and keep his eyes open for goals himself and assist to others.
Good point there, as we see Ben Schurer with a shot, can't get it to go. Chaska possesses the ball and now is sending it behind the net. Up top, moving fast around there. That is number 8, Devin Friedbauer. But now the ball is down. Harrison Brink, the very agile, long stick midfielder, only a junior. This team gets him for one more year, picks up the ball. Normally doesn't make those mistakes, but there on a rush, passes it to Mitch Lowenberg, a little ahead of him, and it goes out of bounds, so possession will go back to Chaska. Chaska now to clear, number 2, once again, Bennett Kerfeld, with that long stick out there. Sent back to X, that is 21, Benjamin Reeser. We are already halfway through this first quarter. Seems like it's going fast so far, but they are playing a fast-paced game out there. Chaska playing a 2-3-1 motion offense, which we will get into a little bit later in this broadcast, and that's going to be key for Benilde here. They're going to Chaska's going to tire them down early. A lot of passing, a lot of cutting here. we'll see a dodge right there and a shot. No good. That is number 19, Andrew Stanger there, perfectly showing that 2-3-1 motion offense, staying very, very quick and agile on that one as he makes his first dodge. When they dodge up top, someone cuts through, gets the defense confused, and he has an open shot like that. Couldn't quite get it on the mark there, though. But Chaska will repossess the ball. That is number 3, Machukins with the ball, and now he sends it over to his teammate. That is number 18, Carter Emerson. Emerson now with the ball again, getting the pass from Andrew Stanger. And Michael Kelly on him there. Michael Kelly also a junior. There are a lot of juniors on this team for Benilde, but I believe there are 11 or 12 seniors as well. They're going to be losing a lot of key guys, and as they try to make a late season push into sections with these injuries, who knows where they'll go, because they look like they're sort of improving, but still struggling. Only one win so far on this season. As we see a shot there, and Cade Gleekle will attempt to clear.
They've also had one of the toughest schedules in state.
That is true.
Playing multiple top 10, top 5 teams.
Like Bloomington Jefferson. They've also played Blade.
They opened the season with Eden Prairie and Egan and Jefferson back to back to back, and who are all within the top 10 right now.
And played a close game against Eden Prairie, too. I mean, 13-10 with Jackson Williams, the freshman goalie, who actually he had only played for one season previous to this on the junior high team. So that's huge for him to have such a good game against that team.
The future is bright.
Yeah, and Benilde's got to be happy with him going into the future. And a shot by Schur as he gets the feed, but that is low. A good-looking shot, but can't get it to go through. Making it fancy there, Schur, but Benilde will retain possession. And now we see 14, the senior Matt Arneson up at the top, tries to feed through to Will Tucker, but the ball is down. Number 33 for Chaska, Jack Stephenson has the ball. Now we see a little scrum behind the net, but Pecha Cullen picks the ball up, number 50 for Chaska. He is trying to direct a clear right now, but a lot of pressure as he sends it to the man, number 11, Luke Walsh, who had Harrison Brink tight on him there. Timeout for Chaska as they could not get a quick clear attempt. They will have a moment to talk here about what they want to do. So far, just 1-0, 9 minutes into this one. Pretty good game so far, and like I said, it is senior night. We do have a lot of info on these seniors, starters and all. And as we see the starting lineup for Benilde, we have Will Tucker, Ben Schur, and Griffin Elin. Out of that, only one starter is a senior. That is Will Tucker. But so far, he is the only contributor to this Red Knight offense with the goal. At defense, we do have 2 seniors and 2 captains, Mitch Lowenberg and Jay Weber. Key players for this team, keeping the guys out of the box. But so far this season, Benilde has just had a lot of trouble defending the box. I mean, a lot of the shots in the games that I've seen have been shots where they've really just worked it right in and got close to the net. Gleekle, not a bad goalie, but there's only so much you can do when you get those close shots. And I've talked to one of the defensemen for Benilde, and they said it just gets frustrating. I mean, they're a great team. They're usually good communicators, but communication is a key thing for them that they probably need to work on a little more.
Throughout 9 games, Gleekle's gotten shot on 175 times.
That's a lot of shots to save, and with a save percentage of .571, that's not bad for a lacrosse goalie. I mean, usually you want to have around 600, a little higher than 600. I believe the league leader right now is Nick Washuta for Blake with a .719 save percentage, which is exceptional. So as we see, the top 10 are in the mid 600s. So for Gleekle, with this team that has been struggling this year, a .571 save percentage with a 1-8 team is not too bad at all. As we see the restart now, Chaska with the ball, but immediately the ball down as Will Tucker and Griffin Elin crowd around him, but it is picked up by number 19 for Chaska, Andrew Stanger. And it will go Chaska's way. Number 2 with the long stick, Bennett Kerfeld. Kerfeld retreats back behind the midfield line. And the possession now, Andrew Stanger. And back to number 3, Alex Machukins. He shoots wide left on the running shot. goes out of bounds there. Chaska will repossess the ball. That is 49 behind the net. Daniel Urbansis, he is this team's leading scorer as well as the assist leader. He has 38 points on the season. Up top now again to Alex Machukins.
Defense has their work cut out for him. 27 goals and 11 assists.
Yeah, that's a huge contributor for that team as we see a shot and a save by Cade Gleekel as he's able to clear it out now. Mitch Lowenberg will be taken down the right side of the field, and he hits number 42. I believe that is Turner Wine. And now Elin knocking the ball down as Chaska tries to clear. They'll attempt to clear, but right now number 24 with the ball, that is Flint Ernst, can't find anyone open, but he does send it downfield now, and Chaska has possession as we see a sub into the game, Carter Emerson. He now takes the ball up top. Chaska will see if they get into that 2-3-1 motion right now as we see a run straight in, not really a dodge, but sends it behind to the feeder. That is number 8, Devin Friedbauer. Hard to follow this Chaska team so far. They've had a fast offense, a lot of cutting, dodging, and passing with that 2-3-1 motion. As we see 3 men up top, and as we do have a flag down on the far side of the field there, so that will be on Benilde, and we'll see what happens as we have a loose ball. We do have a whistle now, and we'll see what the penalty is.
We got a 30-second technical. That's interference on the Red Knights.
That will be Harrison Brink with interference on that one. He'll be in there for just half a minute, but with 40 seconds left in this first, we'll see if Benilde can defend one man down to keep it 1-0 going into the second quarter here. Not a bad start on defense so far. They've had a few shots on them, but Gleekel made a save or two there and a few shots off the target. So Benilde, not a bad start now. As we see Chaska working it in, immediately a feed and a shot. A good jumping save by Gleekel as Urbansis takes the shot. He is their leading scorer, a big threat for them, but cannot get it in there. Gleekel jumps out of him. Good attacking play. Way to be aggressive for Cade Gleekel.
Oh,
getting
waste
in
of
save
opportunity right there.
Yeah, he just came running out at him. I mean, he really cut off that angle for him. That's a hard shot to make, but Urbansis has got to go around him or something there. But yeah, you got to give all that credit to Gleekel there for being brave, stepping out there and getting in front of that one. As we see a low roller shot by Urbansis, once again, he looks like he's frustrated now.
Red Knights are back at full strength.
Now they're full strength as the quarter ends. It is 1-0 for the Red Knights. Not a bad start for them, but they're going to need to start possessing a little more here as we saw them get stuck in a rut at the end of the quarter there. They were a man down, so we'll see how they do without him. But so far, not the worst start we've seen this season for them.
No, not at all.
I mean, we saw them get down early to Eden Prairie, Egan, Jefferson, and those were the problems. As I talked to Callahan Kuntz, a defender, a few weeks ago about the Eden Prairie game, and he said that was the frustration with the defense. I mean, their communication was okay in the second half. I mean, they basically played a dogfight the whole time. The only problem was they got down 3-4-0 at the beginning of the game, and then it was just goal to goal to goal to goal, back and forth the whole time.
That's what the Red Knights are, as history has shown, a slow start to games and everything, and which unfortunately leads to a tough comeback against these tough teams.
Yeah, and we saw that even the last time we ParkTV 16 did a broadcast was a few weeks ago at St. Louis Park High School. Benilde ended up blowing them out 16-2, but who got the first 2 goals? What was the score at the end of the first quarter? It was 2-0. St. Louis Park had the lead. So maybe we'll see an explosion of offense for the Red Knights here in the second quarter and into the second half on senior night. But so far, not much going for them. But, you know, with the way their season's gone, I think they'll take a 1-0 lead right now.
Oh, definitely. Now, the Red Knights have something to prove out here. The record, I don't think the record shows for what their true talent is. So they're out here to prove something.
I agree with you 100%. A much better team than their record shows. But when it comes down to it, you got to get those W's. So maybe tonight will be a start with them as they're playing Chaska right now. They have St. Thomas Academy on Friday. That'll be a tough one. Then not the strongest opponent in Cooper. That might be a win there for them. But then they have to go, they are staying at home, but they have to host Edina next Thursday.
And they're always a tough challenge.
That's a big one. And then going into sections, the way it's going here, as it looks like Chaska will win the face-off, but Lowenberg sweeps in. He gets a piece of it, keeps it in, but Chaska will end up getting it after all that. Lowenberg with a great play, but can't quite finish that. But as I was saying, going into sections, I mean, this Red Knight team is probably going to be one of the lower seeds in their section for the first time in a while. I mean, they're used to playing teams like Minneapolis in the first round with easy wins, but they might be one of those teams that someone might consider an easy win in their section. I mean, in Section 6, as we see Chaska attacking here,
they'll for sure be a 4 seed behind Blake, Holy Angels, and St. Thomas Academy as of right now.
Yeah, well, they're also behind Cretin.
Oh, yes.
And even, like you said, St. Thomas, then maybe Breck and.
They're looking to schedule strength as well, but the record, like you said earlier, they got to get those W's.
As we see Gleekel here picking up the ball and sending it back to Michael Kelly, going upfield. But yeah, I mean, the way things are going, they're going to have to be one of the lowers in the lower half of the seeding in the tournament, so they'll be facing a good opponent, possibly Blake. And every time these Red Knights play Blake, as we see number 14, Matt Arneson, pick up the ball for the Red Knights and speed in there. He is kept out by number 34, Isaac Lusbrook, and the shot and a goal. What did you see there, Richmond?
He just blew by his defenders, more physical than him, snuck around and found the right spot. Location, location, location.
And it looked like 34 Lusbrook was on him there. We'll see that replay of Matt Arneson in just a moment here. Starts out, I mean, you see him
16th
start,
goal of the year.
16th goal of the year. That's huge for him. Leading scorer for this team as he turns on the Jets there, gets around Lusbrook. Lusbrook falls trying to catch up to him. Shot on the ground. It looks like Peachy Colin kind of saw where that was going, but with the bounce there, hard to track. Can't get down where the ball ended up going in. So that'll make it 2-0 Red Knights here early in the second quarter. And Chaska does win possession here first. And a feed down. Number 19,
save.
Stanger to Benjamin Reeser. Reeser with the shot, but it's saved. Another save by Gleekel. He's on fire right now.
He's doing great
Two
today.
huge saves, almost point-blank shots. And he had a few good saves in the first half, too. He's really keeping this Red Knight team alive and keeping the shutout going right now.
There's already 5 saves for him right now.
That's impressive. They're quality shots, too, that they're getting with some of their best shooters and leading scorers.
I mean, they're close-up shots, too, so it's not like they're out of the range or anything.
Yeah, that makes this exciting. I mean, Gleekel, a goalie who has fared all right for this team this season, but has had some tough games. I mean, getting shot after shot after shot and letting up a lot of goals because of that. But maybe this game will be a chance for him to prove what he's really worth. I mean, 5 saves already, and against some good shots. That's definitely the start you want to get motivated for this game.
This is also his first year in Benilde varsity.
And there we go, the sidearm shot by Michael Kelly off to the left. And as Richmond said, first year Benilde varsity player Cade Gleekel. Not the greatest start to the season for the team, but for this game at least, great start for him, right?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And we see Ben Schur behind the net now. He's being played off by number 2 with the long pull, Bennett Kerfeld. Schur again trying to get around Kerfeld's left side by the goal line. Can't quite get there. And Mason Dieterding receives the ball up top. Jake Anderson now coming in. The shot low to the left and the goal. It looked like Peachy Colin may have got a piece of it down on his stick side, right side, low side, but it did get in. Jake Anderson, that is his first of the game. As we watch the replay here, gets right around the defender. Shot low. Looks like he may have got a piece of it. I think Peachy Colin maybe thought he had it for a second. Checked his stick. Didn't have it. Looked back. Disappointing to see it in the net, and here we see that maybe this is the explosion starting for the Red Knights, as they have 2 goals in just the last couple minutes here.
Seniors are showing up on senior night, tell you that.
Yeah, Jake Anderson with the goal. We got Will Tucker. I mean,
and Matt Arneson.
Matt Arneson with the goal. He's the leading scorer for this team, and that, like you said, the seniors really exploding here on senior night. 3-0 so far. Great start for Benilde.
A little overthrow right there by Harrison Brink.
And considering they're 1-8 and they were down early against St. Louis Park in their only win of the season, I would say this is probably their best start of the season so far.
Yes.
And Lowenberg now, the defender with the ball, Will Tucker now as Lowenberg drops it, but Benilde will retain possession, and he'll send it up to Griffin Elin, the normally feeder behind X, and he will head over that direction now, but not before he sends it to Michael Kelly. Kelly with a weak sidearm shot. He might be hearing it from the coaches after that one. I know you want to shoot in this game, but far out there, not really a sizzler, but you know, it's a shot's a shot, but a good save by Peach Cullen. He has 5 saves on the day, along with Gleekle, right? 5 and 5 right now.
Peachy Cullen has been setting up a lot. He's been hit on a lot more lately. He's
really getting the pressure, and Gleekle was feeling the pressure a little bit, but he's in the zone right now too. So
the Red Knights have really been dominating the time possession so far.
Yeah, and if Red Knights can keep possessing and getting shots, eventually those will come. Maybe Michael Kelly was thinking that, just keep the pressure going. So maybe not the worst decision by him there, but now the ball is down. Peach Cullen picks it up, tries to send it out to 33. The Jack Stephenson with the long pole. Interesting, Stephenson, we actually have him listed at attack, but he's playing with the pole right now. Long stick midfielder, yeah. So maybe he's one of those more versatile players for the team. We'll see how he does on defense.
It's always nice to have those guys around.
Yeah, but unfortunately for them, they could not quite get the clear. As we see John Lance, number 47, normally a JV player now in the game for the Red Knights. 22, Ben Schur now, up to Michael Kelly. Kelly with another sidearm shot. He really likes those sidearms. Fancy shooter, a good shot, but off to the left side. As we see there, fed by Schur. Kelly just off to the left. And for Peach Cullen, didn't get anything on it, but didn't need to there. And Griffin Elin once again with the ball.
Set up the offense down in the corner, see what he can get out of this.
Yeah, we'll see him running around, and like we said earlier, he's normally a feeder, but there he comes around for the shot like we were talking about in the first quarter, maybe needing to do that with a lot of this offensive production out. And he comes around for the shot. Maybe we'll be seeing more of that today.
Here's Scherer. He's marked there by
Sure, on goal line extended right now.
Seems like all the Red Knights are trying to like bundle up in the middle, trying to get Chaska confused a little bit. Now they spread out a little bit.
Yeah, get that defense switching around for sure. A good strategy.
A little rotation going on down there.
Yep, and now we have Dieterding up at the top. As we do see a little moving around, not quite clear cuts as Tucker runs across the top and the ball is back to Schur. But yeah, definitely some movement, getting those defenders stuck in together, maybe making them set some picks on each other unintentionally.
Maybe.
Jake Anderson coming off
right
the left
there.
side there. Another interesting thing I've noticed so far, Richmond, despite Nate Berry, probably one of the most important players on this team with his face-off winning abilities, out today, Benilde hasn't had trouble possessing the ball. They've had, I would say, the majority of the possession so far.
No, not at all. I totally agree with you 100% there.
So good for them so far. But Chaska does have it now. Ball down, but 49. That is Urbansis with the ball, their leading scorer, but sends it out to number 8, Devin Friedbauer, who sends it up as he is pressured. But Chaska will lose the ball. We see flags down by both refs there.
Looks like Harrison got stepped on.
Brink, some kind of injury there. Nothing too bad, but he'll walk it off down there. Some kind of loose ball push, as we see down there. Yeah, maybe he got stepped on. He definitely got pushed there, and then maybe he got his leg stepped on down there as we saw him limping off.
Shoot.
He'll talk to the trainer right now as the game restarts. Hopefully nothing too serious for him. But now Matt Arneson with the ball sends it over to Jake Anderson as the Red Knights restart.
Yeah, the trainer's looking at Brink's foot over there.
Yeah, and we see Chaska a man down right now, so another chance for Benilde to possibly put one in the back of the net here. Arneson now sending it into Will Tucker. Tucker with a low shot, but Pichicolin gets the save, finds it right under his body, saves it by inches.
Tucker had a goal just like that for the first goal of the year or game. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're right. That was a similar shot to what we saw earlier, and it looked like it was going in. I think Tucker thought it was going in, as we see the ball stripped away here by Jay Weber, the senior captain. Matt Arneson now with it, sending it up to number 6, Michael Kelly. Kelly taking it up in front of the net, a quick play for Benilde. He tries to hit Ben Schur, the sophomore, but can't get it. And since that was a pass, it will be Chaska ball. But yeah, I think Tucker thought it was going in. As we see the replay here one more time, it looked good.
It looked like it was in from our eyes up here in the booth, but
Pichicolin, I think he knew he got a piece of it, but sometimes it'll trickle in after that. Not quite sure. He was quick to get up and get it in, but you got to be careful there because sometimes it'll get stuck in between your legs or your shorts or something. You get up, it goes right into the net. I know that's happened to me before.
Yeah, I was going to say, you as a former goalie, I'm sure you've had those experiences like that before.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, more of them went in than were saved, but you know, it's about the experience, right? It's fun here. That's why I'm up here, not out there today. But
here you go.
Arneson once again with the ball as Benilde regains possession. Just like that, Chaska getting it down but giving it up right away. The continuous pattern for the Hawks, and taking down just 3 minutes left in the first half. Red Knights up 3-0 because of that. They're possessing the ball and they're getting shots.
Chaska's back to full strength now.
Yes, and thanks. I didn't actually see that, so thanks for calling that out, Richmond. Chaska is back to full strength, so maybe Red Knights will slow it down a little bit. Not as much pressure for Chaska, so a penalty kill for them. No goals scored, but John Lance with the shot. It'll go wide left on the bouncer.
Sophomore got pulled up.
Yeah, normally JV, but he's getting quite a bit of varsity playing time so far today on senior night. So
that's always a fun moment, a first varsity game, and get a lot of playing time.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the. It's seeming to shape up to be one of the most played games for him so far.
That ball sailed over,
and a shot over the net, out of bounds, but chases one, and Griffin Elin, the feeder, will pick it up. Ben Schur there with another shot and off target, but getting the right idea there as Benilde continues to fire away.
Pick set
at Ethan Pichicolin. Elin working it up again. As we predicted, he'll be working around to score some goals. And Griffin Elin goes around the defender on that sort of spin dodge like move there and walks up, I don't know, maybe 7 yards out, gets the shot, goes right by Pichicolin and rolls into the back of the net. Here we'll see the replay. As we said, Griffin doing a little less feeding today, a little more moving, and he'll come up trying to get around defender number 32, Trevor Lyon. He does eventually spin around him, shot right by Pichicolin. Looks like he got tied up there, Pichicolin, not seeing exactly where Elin was going, and lost his stick kind of when he was going for the save. Tough one for him when you can't really see the player, when your own players are trying to defend, but they're also screening the player. It's a hard.
Well, it doesn't help also when there's already been 12 shots on goal.
Yeah, I mean, he's facing a tough game right now, and 12 shots on goal to get 8 saves are really not bad for him at all. But the pressure continues as Benilde, with their best start of the season so far, 4-0. They did play St. Louis Park earlier this season, ended up with a 16-2 win, as we talked about earlier. As we see a pass to nobody, rolling out of bounds, Chaska will possess. So this may not be their highest scoring game of the season, but definitely they're looking as good as they've looked all season here.
Well, this game is also very meaningful as in conference play. This is a key matchup for conference. They've lost to Chanhassen earlier and obviously beat St. Louis Park. This is another key Metro West Conference game for the Red Knights.
Yeah, good point there. As Michael Kelly gets the ball, goes around a couple defenders, a shot, Pichicolin saves the ball. It goes around almost to the sideline, but 24 with the long stick, Flint Ernst at defense for the Chaska Hawks. And now quickly they'll take it down the other way. The pass out from Urbansis, and sent in number 3, Alex Machukins, number 21, Benjamin Resor, there up front, but can't get it in the net, and Kay Gleekle taking it a ways down the field now with 1 minute left. And interesting, Kay Gleekle taking it down that far. He actually had a goal last week against Chanhassen in their 8-6 loss. He took it straight down the field. Apparently no one came up on him there, so he just took it all the way down, shot, and scored.
That's something you don't hear of every day.
No, it happens sometimes, but it's not very common.
Not at all.
You got to have those really athletic goalies. Again, when I played, that wasn't really something I did too much. Coach, especially Hickey, didn't really want me out of the net. As we see Scherer up there to Will Tucker. Tucker with another good shot, good look, good opportunity, but saved by Peach Cullen. Peach Cullen, I mean, you wouldn't tell by the scoreboard, but he's having a really good game so far.
That's his 10th save of the game.
10 saves
Jeez.
on the day, just in the first half as we're coming to a close here in the first. And that's impressive. We have Gleekle with, I believe, 6 saves so far.
6, yes. That's what I have at least.
You see on the scoreboard, 4-0 Red Knights. Wow, Peach Cullen having to make more saves, but the goalie making more saves is often the one whose team is trailing, as the Red Knights are just bombarding the Hawks with shots right now.
We have a timeout on the field. Do you know who called it by any chance, Ethan?
I do not, but I see that we do have 10 seconds left, so whoever has the ball, I believe
Chaska, I think.
whoever ended with possession will have called the timeout and have the ball. But as we saw, since you mentioned the timeout, and we're on timeout right now, when I was doing the St. Louis Park game, I noticed something at the end of the first half.
What's that?
Where the Red Knights called the timeout, and it was weird because they were kind of at midfield or a little before midfield, so we were like,
Okay.
well, what are they doing? There's just 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
But they gave it to Jay Weber. Weber took a step on the restart and then fired it down the field. Goalie wasn't expecting it, couldn't get it in the net, but it definitely had the possibility of going in. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I don't think the fans were expecting it, judging by their reaction. So definitely something now that I saw that once I'll look for, regardless of who has the ball here. It'll be interesting to see what they do because, with 10 seconds, 13 seconds, normally not a lot of time to work something in. But with these 2 quick offenses and, with a 4-0 score right now, especially for Chaska, they'll take anything they can get. The Red Knights want to keep piling onto their lead to get some insurance because we know they haven't had the best season so far. So either way, we might be up for an interesting play here, maybe not, but we'll just have to see. At halftime, do stick with us. We have the senior night presentation. As we see right now, the seniors' parents are walking out onto the field. At halftime, we'll have that for you. We'll have some information on those seniors as well.
If you look over on the sidelines, I love one of the managers, Blake Castaneda's dress pants. You see that? Dollar bills.
I look money pants. Oh,
money pants. He's a money tie too.
Like that style.
Oh man, good old Blake.
Great style. These Red Knights, they do like to have fun here too. It's not all completely serious as Hickey would like you to think. Coach Mike Hickey, great coach, but definitely tough on the team. As we see 10 seconds left, Chaska with the ball. Daniel Urbansis, 5 seconds left. We'll see what they can do. And sends it in. Number 3, Alex Machukins with a shot and a goal. And Urbansis with just a few seconds left sends it over to him, sends it back in the net. I don't know if Gleekle was expecting the shot here as we see the replay. Machukins with the shot. Gleekle looks surprised.
I think Gleekle was thinking it would be down rather than up.
Yeah,
his
stick went
position.
down.
Yeah.
I think his stick went down, and then he kind of realized that, you're right, he got caught in that moment and then jumped up, couldn't quite get there. But a 4-1 lead at halftime, not going to be too bad for the Red Knights. They'll take it.
You get a little motivation there by Chaska.
But
that first goal at the board.
Yeah, definitely they'll take a little bit of momentum. But like we were talking about, they drew up a good play. Urbansis, the guy that everyone thought was going to end up taking the shot, hits it to Machukins, who was pretty open on that one.
Urbansis and Freibauer, senior captain.
Yeah, and then he sent it in. Machukins put it in with just a couple seconds left. No time for the Red Knights to do anything. It is halftime now. We have a 15-minute halftime today. We will stick with you for just a few minutes here as we see the senior night presentation. We'll have seniors George Busalis, Thomas Ludke, Michael Naughton, Mitch Lowenberg.
Alongside with Matt Arneson, Jake Anderson, Nate Berry, and Mark Falls.
And then we do have Jay Weber, who is one of the captains on this team, as well as Sola Gunvalson, Will Tucker, who had a very successful brother on this team, Jack Tucker, a few years ago. Some of you may remember him. And Callahan Kuntz will also be out there. And then also,
don't forget about the managers.
It's nice how they're going to do that. They're going to honor the managers as well. Who do we have for senior managers?
We have Blake Castaneda, who we're talking about with the dollar bill, pants, and tie. We also have Connor Dieterding. We also have Adam Grazzini.
Former player in Adam Grazzini, as well as Blake Castaneda.
And then the only female on the roster, Maddie Carlin.
As we see George Busalis here, and Richmond and I are going to switch off talking about players. I'll go first. We have a few good bits of information for him. I'm just going to read a couple. His future plans, George Busalis, he will attend St. John's University next year. He said he wanted to thank his parents as well as all of the fans for everything that they've done in his lacrosse career. And his favorite pregame meal is homemade pasta, as we see Thomas Ludke, the injured player, coming out here. Let's hear a little about him, Richmond.
Thomas Ludke, he will be attending Creighton University next year to study finance, and with aspirations to attend law school after that. His pregame meal is a Western sandwich from Brugger's Bagels.
Yum, I'm hungry right now, jeez. As we see Michael Naughton now, another injured player, really sad that he had to be out this season.
Michael Naughton's a senior captain. He tore his ACL, October?
Yeah, still out. I mean, it's a huge injury. I remember that he was crushed, as lacrosse is a big deal for him. And now they're announcing Michael Naughton. I can kind of relate to this in my short time with this varsity team in a couple summers ago. His best, most memorable quote is "on the line" by Coach Hickey, as in when Coach Hickey became angry.
The conditioning coordinator.
Sent us on the line. Not exactly my favorite quote.
We have Mitch Lowenberg here. He's going to be going to the University of Missouri next year to study engineering. He's also an engineering student here at BSM, and he will actually be a part of the engineering team going to China.
That's interesting.
Competing at Worlds.
Benilde, one of the only high schools in that competition. They're always
playing against
a powerhouse there.
MIT, Cal Poly, and all these other schools.
That's just crazy. As we see Matthew Arneson now, another one of these seniors here. He'd like to thank his parents, coaches, and teammates, and he's gonna miss the team a lot, and especially memories like beating Eden Prairie. But his future plans, very good for him. Attending the University of Notre Dame to study economics and math. That's just very impressive for him. Notre Dame, as we see Jake Anderson now.
We have Jake Anderson here. He's going to be attending University of Denver next year. Still unsure what he's going to be doing.
Maybe try out for that club lacrosse team.
Maybe. I mean, that'd be awesome if you could.
Nate Berry now up, another injured player, Fogo. Sad that he's out tonight, but another one for him, as we see a common trend. His favorite lacrosse memory is beating Eden Prairie last year. Definitely a big deal for this Red Knight team, and he will be attending the University of Missouri next year along with Mitch Lowenberg.
If I'm not mistaken, they're roommates next year.
That's nice, going off to college together.
Now we have Mark Falls here. He'll be attending St. John's University up in Collegeville, Minnesota. He will be studying business up there.
Business a common trend for these Red Knights.
Yes. And his most memorable moment is Coach Hickey's Bill Cosby impression.
You know, I never got to see that.
Never.
And now we have Jay Weber, a very, very important player to this team, defender. He's played since 7th grade for Benilde on the junior high team, of course, and then JV and varsity. Again, for him, beating Eden Prairie, his favorite memory, along with most of these players. And he will be going to Indiana University, Kelly School of Business, one of the best business schools in the country. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Mark Cuban attend that business school? And now he's doing all right. So
now we have senior attack Will Tucker here. He will be attending Washington Lee University in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, and he'll be studying politics and law, and also be playing club lacrosse out there too.
Very cool, very cool.
And he'd like to thank his parents, coaching staff, and his brother Jack Tucker. And I would assume Jack is probably a big mentor for him out there.
And now for the managers out here, Blake Money Castaneda, bringing the rose out to mom out there,
I
Trish Castaneda.
want to get a pair of those pants now.
Well, I think maybe he could pull it off a little better than you,
Yeah,
Richmond.
no.
But definitely important to recognize these managers. They work very hard for this team. Blake Castaneda, a former player, I played a little bit with him in junior high and the beginning of high school, as Connor Dieterding, another manager, comes out, brother of Mason Dieterding, the junior midfielder for this team. Tell us a little bit about him.
Funny thing is, Connor's a big baseball guy. Mason's a big lacrosse guy. I got 2 different spring sports right there.
Yeah, and I believe Dieterding, his dad, was actually coaching the Plymouth New Hope team a few years ago in the Little League World Series.
Yes.
That was huge. I followed them a lot, and then I came back to school and realized, oh, Dieterding. Hey, that was pretty cool.
Here's former player Adam Grazzini as a manager now. He's going to be attending Creighton University and going to try to get a degree in pharmacy out there. I mean,
Study pharmaceutical science.
Field.
That's good. And then we have the class president.
Yes.
And
forgot.
Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights lacrosse manager, the only female, but definitely one of the hardest workers out there, Maddie Carlin.
I've heard she makes the best brownies or cookies.
Really? Well, geez, maybe that was enough incentive to play on this team this season, but she will be attending the University of Minnesota College of Science and Engineering. Wow, a lot of engineering, a lot of business, some great students. We have to remember these are student athletes, students first. Very impressive.
All bright kids out here.
Yeah, and a lot of different places that they're heading off to this fall. As last day of school next Wednesday, and then the graduation the Friday after that.
Friday, May 29th.
May 29th. Also Richmond Bowen's birthday, turning 18. Wow. So
finally got my name on the big whiteboard out there in school.
Yeah, I had mine too. I don't know what they do with that, but I don't know who writes that, but I just saw my name in the cafeteria today. That was kind of weird. But as we see out there, they're taking a senior picture. We might just head to break for a few minutes here, as we are just minutes away from starting this second half. I'm Ethan Lee, along with Richmond Bowen, here at Benilde-St. Margaret's High School. 4-1 Red Knight lead so far. Not a bad start for them. We'll see if they can continue that into the second half. This is Park 16 TV. We'll see you in just a moment.
Introducing a new day of the week. Someday. Now, everything you were going to do someday is on the calendar. Want to retire someday? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits and manage current benefits online. Millions of people have a My Social Security account. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
It was number 3, Alex and Chukins.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to Benilde-St. Margaret's High School. It is a 4-1 lead for Benilde-St. Margaret's right now. A good start for them as we see the face-off here. Richmond, let's run down the goals really quick. I know Alex Machukin's got the one right before the end of the half with just a few seconds left for Chaska. What about Benilde with the 4 goals on senior night?
We started off quick with Will Tucker, and then Jake Anderson, Matt Arneson, and Griffin Elan topped up the other 3.
All right, so we see 3 out of the 4 goals coming from seniors so far here tonight. Big for them. And now here we go with Benilde possessing early. Matthew Arneson, a senior, and a goal scorer. He is the leading scorer for this team. Hits Ben Schurer. Schurer taking it down, sending it back to Griffin Elan. Elan we saw running up around the net earlier in this game, and as we were talking about with a few of the scorers out, he is normally a feeder, the assist leader on this team.
He's going to be taking over the initiative down there with Thomas Lucky out and obviously Michael Nott out for the year.
And that's a key thing for them, is getting him scoring too. He hasn't exactly struggled with scoring. He has 8 goals on the season, but he really likes to send those assists, as we see him, or Ben Schurer, feed up there. But the ball is down as Dieterding can't control it, but Chaska will control it. Peachy Colin now taking it outside, looking for the clear.
He doesn't want to run.
Number 15, Zach Rodeheffer. Yeah, some goalies, I know I was this way, don't want to take it too far out. If you have someone charging at you, you can't find an open guy immediately, you drop the ball, then, I mean, it's basically an open net for the Red Knights to shoot on. So I understand that he has a teammate come up, and they did start to get it clear. Whistle blowing, and Chaska will retain possession. And looks like now they'll get the clear with the only goal scorer so far for the Hawks today, Alex Machukins. He'll take it down inside of the box as Chaska starts with their first possession of the second half. He'll send it up to teammate number 15, Zach Rodeheffer, and back to Alex there. And he'll send it down to number 8, Friedbauer, who sends it behind the net. And Chaska doing a lot of passing here. They normally run a 2-3-1 motion offense.
So no man staying in one spot at a time.
They're definitely not going to be standing around in this game. That's right, Richmond. We'll see a lot of dodging, a lot of cutting, as we saw in the first half, but not very successful in the scoring end. I mean, not like they're doing terribly. We have Cade Gleekle with 6 saves going into halftime, correct? And then
just let up that one with 2 seconds left.
Yeah, just that goal with a couple of seconds. Besides that, he's been pretty much perfect in this game. As the Red Knights pick it up, Michael Kelly, but he drops it again, and Urbansis picks it up. Ball down once again. Lowenberg with it. Finally someone controlling it. And he'll get it to Jay Weber, the senior that we just saw a few minutes ago in the presentation on senior night. He's taking it down, the future Indiana Hoosier. And now looking for someone to dump it off to. Jay Weber does have a goal on the season, just to note, as he gets it into the box here. But he will dump it out down to Will Tucker. And Tucker takes it behind the net, sends it up to Scherer. Yeah, Jay Weber, Richmond giving me a funny look when I mentioned that goal. He did have a goal earlier in the season. Just like Gleekle, he came up as a defender. Mitty stayed back. No one ever really came up to him. I mean, Jay's a big guy. I mean, not too many guys really want to step in front of him and try to stop him. So
he was a middle linebacker for the football team.
Yeah, so, I mean, as you see, he barrels down there, and I guess he just got right in there, took a shot, strong arms, put it right past the keeper. And now as we see Chaska taking it down the other way, what do you think they're doing with now 8.5 minutes in this quarter, just about 20 minutes left to go in the game? We do see Lance getting the ball here, only a sophomore, and over to Scherer. What do you think Chaska's plan is on offense to try to get back in this one, Richard?
Well, first off, they got to retain possession. I mean, it's just scrap all out there right now.
Yeah, you got the nail right on the head there, as we see Chaska and Benilde going back and forth in possession, and but Benilde really controlling most of it pretty much this whole game so far, as Scherer gets a feed, a shot, a sidearm, a bullet, starts low and goes low to high, hits the top left corner, and that was a bullet there for sure. We see Arneson with the ball, hits Scherer, and Scherer starts low on the right side, sidearm up to the top left corner. Wow, I mean, you saw that shot, right, Richmond? That was pretty. That was pretty. No, I can't either. I mean, I played lacrosse for a while, but the goalie never really got the shooting experience. But that is, you got to appreciate a shot like that for Ben Scherer, only the sophomore for this Benilde team. And as he's starting varsity already, we'll see him for a couple more years.
We see JV player Walter Duff step into the game now as well.
All right, good call there. Good eye on that one. Walter Duff, mainly a JV player, definitely a varsity caliber player, though, and we'll see him number 11 getting the ball right now, and he'll take it past midfield, try to get something going as he sends it to Elin and back over to their defensive side, as Scherer, who just had that beautiful shot, will now take possession once again.
Went top shelf on his.
I just can't get over that shot. That was pretty.
Crappy pass.
And it will go behind the net. That is Peach Colon picking up the ball. And they'll try to clear it away. Number 12, Cyrus Aiken. He gets past Scherer. And as he makes his way across the 50 there, he drops the ball. And now a scrum for it right in the middle. And still no one picks it up. But now it will be Chaska's number 8, Devin Freibauer. Sorry, Richmond, we got a little tangled up there. What were you saying?
No, it looks like he was trying to pass another guy, and guy was going back because he's a defender trying to make he had that 3 guys back from the midline.
Got a little confused.
Yeah, he just tossed it, and guy wasn't looking, so that's what started the scrum right there.
And now we see a shot there. Devin Freudbauer, the
Good
PA guy
save.
said save, but I think it went off the pipe. So I don't think we'll give him that one unless we see a replay that says otherwise, because to me it looked like it went off the pipe and Glickle looked back. I could be wrong, but we're going to stick with that because that's what I believe I saw as Dieterding takes it down. He's hitting the head, no call, but the ball is down. They'll fight for it, and a whistle blown. Possibly a loose push by Benilde. Yes, that is what they will call, and the Hawks will get possession back.
Mitch Lowenberg coming back onto the field for Jake Anderson.
And that is number 4, Freudbauer, who just had the shot. We'll see if he can get another one going, as he almost put that last one in. Freudbauer sitting up top outside of the box. Chaska slowing down their offense right now. Interesting as they
Mason
trail by
Dieterding
4.
giving him a little cushion right there, man-to-man.
Yeah, they're playing man, not going to put too much pressure on them when they're sitting outside the box, especially with a 4-goal lead here.
Chaska is not really cutting towards the middle as we saw him do that earlier.
No, but we are seeing some outside passing, but the ball is dropped once again by the Hawks.
John Lance taking it up.
And John Lance, who has gotten a lot of varsity playing time today, is now taking it in with a shot down low, but it looks like a save by Peach Colin. So what do we have for him? 11 saves on the day? He is playing a tremendous game despite the firing of the shots by the Red Knights, and 11 saves for him.
11 saves upon 16 shots.
So that's definitely a good stat, a good percentage for them. But if they can't generate the offense, it doesn't mean much for them. It keeps them in the game, but as we see the Red Knights continuing to score, you know, they
62% save percentage right
so
now.
wow, doing the quick math there. AP Calc student Richmond Bowen.
Oh, just kidding, 68%.
So a high 60 save percentage for him. Impressive, but nevertheless,
Well, when you have 16 shots on goal, there's only so much you can do.
Now Benilde with the 4-goal lead here. Number 3, Machukins, a goal earlier. Only 1 for the Hawks so far. Quick little guy out there, but not going to do anything. Sends it out to number 15, Zach Rodeheffer.
29, another JV player getting some good playing time out there in the hustle.
Sends it in to the leading scorer, that is Urbansis, but Urbansis can't hold on to it. He will pick it up, however, and Lucian Paris on him, and they will send it back and forth, but Urbansis does continue to have possession. They know he's one of the key guys. They have Lucian locked down on him right now, and now Jay Weber will switch back to him. Definitely a good move having your top defender on their top scorer. But now we're at a standstill here. Chaska taking their time, sending a player back to get a midi over, and that is number 19, Andrew Stanger, for the Hawks.
Stanger has 13 points on the year.
13 points on the year, so key to get him over the line there, and he'll send it back to Urbansis, who is starting to take it up, but is tripped up by Jay Weber. Ooh, that's going to be a big one. Jay Weber out of the game here. A man down for Benilde, an attacking situation right here for Chaska. They're going to need to capitalize and get a goal here.
Here's a mass substitution here for the Red Knights.
Yeah, they're gonna need to send in their man down club there to play defense on Chaska. 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
And they're down in their zone too. Watch for a lot of passes around the perimeter, cuts left and right, see if they can get the Red Knights off their man zone.
If they can get them out of their little zone there and get a goal, that would be huge for them right now, as we see a quick shot, and that is number 8, Devin Freudbauer. It is saved by Glickle, but then they'll pick it up once again, a shot and a goal. As we look on the replay here,
I'm not sure what
the
really
feed
happened
in,
here.
sidearm, and it is saved by Glickle, but then picked up, taken around the net quick, and that is Urbansic. I mean, the thing with that one, they picked it right up. Glickle was still hot off that save there. Urbansic picked it up quick behind the net. Their leading scorer took it around the crease and got there right before Glickle got there. Glickle couldn't get his stick over anything in the time. The quick play, good thinking for him, and we just saw Chaska do exactly what they needed to do. Took advantage of the man-up situation there, and now they're only trailing by a trio of goals, so something that is manageable here as we're still in the third quarter.
As in with their studs at number 49, number 8, they have, geez, what's this, like 38 goals? Nope, just kidding, 48 goals combined between those two.
So we're definitely seeing those key players out there doing some damage. Urbansis with just his first goal of the game, but some crazy numbers on the season. They're going to need to turn it up a little bit to get back in this one, but they're definitely off to a good start, taking advantage of that man down situation with senior captain, key defender Jay Weber getting the penalty. But now Red Knights possessing it. They're going to want to take their time a little bit, but they're definitely still looking to generate a few more goals, Richmond.
Oh, yeah. No, we're approaching the 2-minute mark here, and Griffin's taking control.
Ooh, he's pushed from behind, and the ref sees that as we do. A flag, a little frustration by Chaska defense, taking some shots without really thinking too much. Isaac Loosbrock will go to the box now. That'll be just a half-a-minute penalty. That is a technical, as we saw the push from behind. Benilde with the restart there. Now they're a man up. Can they get that goal back? I guess we'll find out. What do you think their strategy is here? Man up. Possibly we'll see a box and one, maybe a wheel defense by Chaska.
I was going to say we're going to see some kind of zone by Chaska being a man down. So, and you see right there, Will Tucker's occupying the middle right there. I think they should rotate him, and I think him and Arnie. Quite honestly, I mean they're the two to be reckoned with along with Elin, but Elin's going to be the disher over here.
Definitely Matt Arnston, a key player up top, the senior for him, as well as Elin. But we see a shot by Michael Kelly. A ripper, sizzling shot from 10 yards out. It's going to be a little more than that because of the angle. And we'll see the replay, but I believe he went low to high again. This guy, a guy who likes to shoot those sidearms a lot. We saw a few sidearms from him today. Nothing going in so far for him, right, Richmond? But as we see there, starts up top, feeds it down, back up to him. He takes it.
It's only his 5th goal of the year, but wow.
Lefty.
That was a rocket.
And if you just saw that replay, you would see he took it kind of by his shoulder, not like extremely low, but it was definitely a sidearm shot. Went up high, right past Pisha Colin, and that is huge for the Red Knights, getting that goal back that they just conceded.
You got the speedster Harrison Brink over there.
And now the Red Knights will possess once again, so Chaska got to feel a little deflated after they got a good start there on the man down.
Harrison being subbed out for a mid-air attack, and I believe is that Brian Arnold?
That is Brian Arnold. We've seen him actually in a couple games this season, getting some playing time late in the game. Here, he is not a bad player at all.
Another sophomore joined the club.
Yeah, just they got a lot of seniors on this team. They're getting a lot of experience for these younger guys. As we see a ball down and a whistle now on the Red Knights' possession. It will be given back to Chaska. Number 24, Flynn Ernst, will now be taking it down the field. But yeah, I mean, going back to the last goal, Richmond, well, that has to be at least our 3rd or 4th man down goal, as we see another flag down for Benilde.
Jay hit him in the back. I guess Chaska, by looks of it, Chaska.
Are they calling him Michael Kelly or Jay Weber?
Jay Weber.
Or both?
Both?
We'll see what they're... We'll see. They both look like they're heading to the box.
Then you got a guy substituting in right here.
Nope, there.
Nope. Yeah.
Jay Weber will take a knee down, and
Walter Dust coming back into the game for the Red Knights for Michael Kelly.
So that is Jay's 2nd penalty on the day, and keeping him out of this game is going to help Chaska, but they're still going to have to, put the ball in the net. We'll see what they do here, but
he has to play a little bit smarter out there. I mean, they got like I said earlier, they got 2 guys with 40, 48, 49 goals this year.
Yeah, and he's definitely an aggressive player, but that's what helps this team. Just get caught in the moment a little, can't get it right there, as we see Harrison Brink tipping a key feed, putting it on the ground. Benilde initially getting it back, but now another scrum for it. Looks like number 18 for Chaska initially had it, Carter Emerson. Ball went down. They're still fighting for the ball here, and whistle is blown. Benilde will finally gain possession.
Let's see what Benilde can do here with 17 seconds left on the board.
And Mitch Lowenberg taking it down the side, gets right past midfield before he's stopped up by an attackman or midfielder. And Benilde
Ben Shear's calling for it.
5 seconds left in the third, so we'll see if they can do something quick. Griffin Elin to Sure doesn't realize, oh, he does realize the clock, but didn't want to take the shot right away. He does take the jumping shot, but he is about 20 yards out, so not going to be able to get anything going there on the bouncer. So as the third quarter comes to a close, Benilde has that 6-2 lead. So
6 goals, 6 different players.
And yeah, so sharing the love around the crease for them. Benilde so far, but what do you think? What has been the key to their success so far, Richmond? They've definitely done a good job passing it around.
It all starts with, well, you got to have the ball to score, quite honestly, and they've had possession for a majority of this game, and as it shows on the stat chart, for shots on goals, I'm counting nearly 18 shots on goals.
Jeez. For
Benilde, and a mere 9 for Chaska.
That is huge for this team.
So
Benilde, this has definitely got to be a confidence booster against this pretty good Chaska team. They haven't had the toughest schedule, but coming in 6-4, definitely a decent opponent to be really kind of dominating right now. I would say that they're doing that. At least they have been at points enough to be able to have that 4-goal lead. And if Benilde can finish out this game, they will be 2-8 on the season with some big games coming up for them against St. Thomas and Edina.
Well, BSM is also 1-1 in the conference. Chaska's 1-0 in the conference. They win this, they bump over. They might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This is a crucial Metro West game.
And as we're about to start the fourth quarter, we see the refs conferring down there, and coaches talking to their teams really quick. Chaska, with just 12 minutes left, is going to need to decrease that 4-goal deficit if they want to have any chance in this one. I don't know what to think for them right now. They've been getting some shots. The shots they've gotten, Glico's done a pretty good job saving, but I think they need to penetrate that defense a little more.
He had that one last second, obviously the wraparound off his save. So they're not like the easiest shots to defend either, and Glico's been doing a good job this game.
And now we see Chaska winning the face-off there, and that is number 15 for them, Zach Rodeheffer picking it up. It is knocked down. Will Tucker going around the player there. He can't get to it, and neither can Griffin Elin. Elin frustrated. So Chaska will get possession back after almost losing it.
Long puck.
Sends it downfield. That is Machukin's getting that pass from the big defender Flynn Ernst down there.
We have a flag right here.
So a big but risky pass. A flag on Benilde.
Looks like that was Matt Arneson on the long huck. He might have gotten a stick to the guy's head.
Something there, and so I'll take your word for it with the stick to the head thing. So now
Benilde yet again, another man down.
And Chaska's got to take advantage of this one if they want to get back in this game.
Like at least 3-4 in the last quarter and a
yeah,
half.
Yeah, and we've seen goals on 3 of them.
Yeah.
So, and now we see him send it down. We saw 1 for Benilde and 2 for Chaska on the man downs. So now Chaska working it around the net there. Not looking like they're in too much of a hurry. But a shot there.
Ooh, that hit the pole.
Yeah, I heard a pipe there. I didn't really.
You could see the whole pipe move.
It looked like Glico got over there, but definitely off the pipe. So not a save for him, but he got where he needed to be. So a good shot by Urbansis, but can't get it in. They are still a man up, Chaska is right now. They're going to take advantage of this right now, and we see a feed up. And once again, Machukins, he's taken a few shots in this game. He has a goal, and couldn't get it in there. Glico with another save.
If Glico keeps us up, he has as of right now, about an 80% save percentage right now, and that's just darn good.
That's got to be, he's got to be having the best game of his season so far with that kind of save percentage. And a pass over, Tucker can't handle it, but Michael Kelly will pick it up for the Red Knights. Ball down, and now Elin. But good point there with Gleekle, definitely having an amazing game, and that's got to be the key because Chaska's been getting a lot of shots. Some of them not the highest quality, but a lot of them were pretty good shots where they either worked it in or took good ones from
right around
mid-range.
10 shots. Around 10 shots on goal.
And they got the space, but only 2 of them have gone in, and that's a lot of the reason why Benilde has that 6-2 lead. Between them putting in theirs, despite a lot of saves, a barrage of saves really by Peach Colon, but the barrage of shots as well just has been too much for him. A whistle blown there. Chaska will pick it up. Once again, Flynn Ernst will be clearing it. He's the one who had that long pass just a minute ago where Arneson got the penalty. And just to note, Benilde is back to 6 men.
Full strength. On
a side and full strength with 10 total with the goalie.
That guy. Oh, nice defeat. Nice defense, Jay Weber.
And they'll try to get it in for Chaska, but Jay Weber getting through there. He tries to get it out before it goes out of bounds. Chaska will get it back. We see Urbansis now working it himself, but Lucian Paris knocking it away from Chaska's key scorer, leading guy on the season here with just under 9 minutes to go in this game.
Lucian and Jay are the going to be tagging back and forth between their 2 key guys.
Now we see attacking once again with Chukins over to Urbansis. Once again, Lucian Paris playing on him, but Urbansis trying to get around him. He gets at the shot. Gleekle was not expecting the shot there, as it looked like Lucian was playing pretty good D. Urbansis had about half a step on him there, got it around. I know Gleekle was not really expecting that, kind of got caught off guard. He hit the net bottom right there. Good goal for Urbansis, and maybe Chaska makes a push here, but we'll see the replay here. Lucian gets on him. He gets stick kind of jammed there. He is, like I said, about half a step behind him, but Gleekle not much reaction right away on the shot. Urbansis did exactly what he needed to do, did it by himself. Maybe that's the way they got to do it right now, is just work it around the defense. So 6-3 is now the score. Benilde getting the faceoff there. That is long stick midfielder Harrison Brink. He'll send it down to Will Tucker behind the net. Tucker to Elin. Elin up to Ben Schur. But Chaska getting a very, very important goal for them with just over 8 to go now.
Harrison Brink exit. Jake Anderson coming onto the field. Put another.
So we'll have Benilde go full
attack.
swing offense here, recognizing that although they don't need to rush anything, they should probably keep the shots coming, as you don't know when Chaska will start a powerful attack, as Arneson runs around a couple of defenders, but gets rejected out by number 15 for Chaska, Zach Rodeheffer, but a flag is thrown on him.
Arneson's pass too strong for the cut coming in.
And the hold will be called on number 33 for Chaska. That is Jack Stephenson, who was listed at attack. And excuse me, he goes out, but the penalty is actually 34, Isaac Lewsbrook. Michael Kelly now with the ball.
He has that long range as we've seen before.
Yeah, he likes those sidearm shots. And now Arneson down to Kelly. Kelly looking like he might do something, but the pass over. But good job intercepting it on maybe not the best choice of passing. But it was a hard, solid pass. But
that was a good shove by Lucian right there.
Yeah, good play by Lucian. And as we saw down there on the interception, just couldn't get it by number 2 for the Chaska Hawks. That is Bennett Kerfeld. So that was a big turnover, but now Cade Gleekle with the ball. They'll be clearing it away once again. Ben Schur now taking it down. Ben Schur back to Griffin Elin. Elin thinking about what he's going to do around there. Back to Schur once again. We see a lot of passing around the horn for this Red Knight team as the clock ticks down under 7 minutes to go. They have a 3-goal lead as Arneson takes it on the left side of the defender. Back behind the net to Elin. Elin taking it around. Not quite ready for a shot there, but he'll send it out, and Jake Anderson will pick it up. Jake Anderson already has a goal today, and now Michael Kelly also with one, and sends it behind to Elin. We'll see if Elin attacks.
Will Tucker's setting a spot right there, right in front of the goalie.
and Elam with 2 guys on him can't get around there. But it's sent back. Sure up to Matt Arneson, and Arneson had a good look but dropped it. Jake Anderson picks it up, shoots wide right, and the chase will be given to Pichakolin. So that is a big play for him. With Chaska down 3 with 6 minutes to go, they need to get that possession. And now Richmond, they'll be taking it down the field with just 6 minutes. They need to get scoring soon. They need to run that quick 2-3-1 motion offense, get some dodges and cuts, as we see here on sort of a fast break with Machukins, but they'll send it back out and settle. We need to see that motion offense pretty quick here if they're going to generate enough shots to get back in this one.
Yeah, it looks like they shouldn't be going to the left side. You got their top 2 defenders over there, and Jay Weber and Lucian, the 2 biggest guys over there for Benilde.
Yeah, if they're going to, I don't know what their strategy is going to be. Maybe if they want to beat the defenders, maybe go around one of the slower guys. But they'll definitely give them a lot of trouble if they try to get around him. So they will go around a midi. That is Michael Kelly, who, number 19, Andrew Stenger, gets around. The shot is saved by Gleagle. It's a low shot and a save. Whistle blown. It looks like the Hawks will be given possession, but we saw kind of a rush shot there. Shooter gets around Michael Kelly. I believe that it was Stanger. But I think he shot a little too soon. I think he could have gone in a little farther and taken the shot, but not a terrible look for them. They're going to need to start taking more shots. So he had the right idea here, as we have a timeout by Chaska. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to go in this game. 6-3 Red Knights. So with just 5 minutes to go, Chaska will possess the ball after this timeout. What do you think we'll see from them? Do you think we're gonna see some quick offense? I mean, it doesn't seem like they've been doing it too fast right now. They don't seem too rushed. But a big part of this 2-3-1 motion offense, Richmond, is to cut from when they're the 3 guys down low, the attackmen, and then the middies go try to dodge around their defenders, and that creates chaos. And then we'll see a lot of shots by middies or quick feeds down to the attackmen on the cuts. But really, it creates space in the middle. So I think Chaska is going to be doing a lot of running around here. The key on their offense is they create 2 triangles. The one triangle with the midfielders for the Dodgers, and they rotate, and then the attackmen down, 1 behind the net and 2 on the sides. They will rotate every time that someone cuts. They'll rotate from the right to the left side, and then down and back at X, around, and so it's the kind of thing where you can really tire a defense out, but you yourself have to be in good enough shape to run it. And I think that's one thing Chaska may have. Benilde, definitely a conditioned team. They have that conditioning coach, Mike Hickey, there. They're definitely not a slow team. They're definitely not going to get tired easily, but I think Chaska has the edge with smaller, faster attackmen down there to try to generate some scoring on offense. So with 5 minutes left, that's going to be a key here. We're going to see who has the most speed and best endurance here late in this game. On the restart there, we see a little scuffle, but Carter Emerson will come up with it for Chaska. He'll take it down the right side around the 20-yard line. Back up to teammate 19, Andrew Stanger. Stanger trying to get around Kelly. Kelly is kind of beat once again, but he stays on him enough where he has to pass it back. Pass dropped, and Cade Gleekle will go right through there, pick it up. Penalty down on Chaska. So as Gleekle is trying to clear it away, getting a little excited there after that one goal last week. He's taking it all the way down.
Look at this.
And now he flips it up to Griffin Elin. But, I think Gleekle kind of knew the flag was down. He knew that one was going to score on him or anything, and just wanted to have a little fun up there, Richmond. So took it up. Midi stayed back. Couldn't quite generate a shot there, but as he tried to flip it to his teammate, it went to the ground, so no harm, no foul there. For the Red Knights, there is a penalty on Chaska, however. I believe it's 21, Benjamin Resort, down there when he was attacking.
High pass to Griffin Elin over there.
And that is a pass as it goes out of bounds, and Chaska is awarded possession. But they are man down right now, at least for 20, 30 more seconds. So I don't know if their game plan changes as far as attacking, but
they got to get better passes to get anything down there. I'll tell you that.
Definitely a lot of turnovers in this second half, and that's been a key for Benilde, really, is forcing those, but they haven't had to do too much work as Chaska's kind of doing it to themselves, as we see another save by Peach Colin there. He's really kept them in this game. I mean, this game could easily be 10-3 right now if it weren't for him. And Kelly, another sidearm shot from medium to high, but it goes just wide left on that one. So right look for him as we're taking down under 4 minutes, and he gets the ball back and sends it to Arneson. Some quick passes, Arneson to Schur, another shot wide again.
We have another yet again another man-up situation for Benilde.
Yeah, as we see that here, they are really dominating that. That will be coming to an end shortly, so we'll see if they can capitalize. But really, they don't need to, as Kelly shoots another one high and wide, and now even strength as Chaska sends their player back into the game. He is released from the box here, and another shot for Benilde, another save for Peach Colin, really keeping him in this one. But with 3 minutes left, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the defense is enough to win this game. They really need to get it down there and start generating shots.
Well, with this flip sides, like with Benilde, do you think they should be firing off shots, or do you think they should be holding back and just killing time?
You know, I don't know. I mean, you got to kill the time too, but there's a point where the ref calls a stall warning and the team has to stay inside the box, and when they do, the defense really harasses you. So not a bad thing getting the shots, especially with Elin behind the net, as we saw Kelly get a few shots wide, Schur a shot wide, and Griffin Elin won the chases as we see a shot and a goal in there. That is number 8, Devin Freidbauer for the Chaska Hawks, cutting the lead to 2 for Benilde with just 2:45 to go. Benilde does still lead, but Chaska definitely not giving up without a fight here. I just want to finish up what I was saying is, you know, they were shooting when it looked like they may have been better off wasting time, but really they were wasting time, Richmond, because every time they shot it went out of bounds. It took a few seconds to restart on that. As long as they kept winning the chases, you know, that was the right thing to do. So good point, but I think they kind of were wasting time, and Chaska winning a faceoff. This game might not be over yet, folks. Isaac Lusbrook winning that one, and the Chaska Hawks possessing it once again. So now as he gets it to Machukins,
Chaska's back to full strength.
And Chaska is back to full strength. Machukins takes it down, but the ball is down. Chaska better keep that one, and they do. Swooping in and picking that up is Benjamin Reeser. And now 15, Zach Rodeheffer with the ball. That is Harrison Brink, the long stick midfielder, harassing him right now. So good job by him, but Chaska needs to start pushing a little more. Down by 2 minutes to go in this one. Shugin's taking it in now. The shot saved by Gleekel, a big save, but a rebound and a shot. It is disrupted by Benilde defense. I believe that is Freidbauer taking the shot, but chase is won by Chaska. We're in for an exciting finish here, folks, as Chaska taking it up. Once again, the shot and another save by Cade Gleekel. I believe that is Urbansis, the leading scorer, with the shot. Gleekel with another save. He is keeping this team alive, as Chaska easily could have put in their 5th goal of the game there and cut the deficit to 1. But Gleekel with a few good saves there to keep Chaska out of it.
Now we have a timeout with 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
And that's a change of possession for Chaska. Bennett Kerfeld now. And he'll send it over to his teammate. That is number 19, Andrew Stenger. Stenger with a quick shot. No goal. And it is picked up by Harrison Brink. Brink back to Cade Gleekel. Gleekel's definitely going to have some pressure now. Michael Kelly trying to send it up to Lance, but it is picked up by Chaska. Emerson now sending it down to Isaac Lusbrook. They're going to need a quick shot. Sent over to the leading scorer, Urbansis, but they can't get it in.
Now we got 48 seconds left. Chaska's really bringing the heat here.
Wow, Chaska numerous opportunities. Benilde doing a good job pressuring them. Chaska turning the ball over. You know, they had their chances to win this one. Now ticking down with 30 seconds left. It doesn't look like they will. Matt Arneson going down right in front of the net and the crease on senior night. putting that goal right in the net, low between the goalie's legs. That is
Second
Matt
goal
Arneson.
tonight.
Second goal tonight. I don't know how many he has on the season. I believe 17. He is the team's leading scorer as he comes in about the 12-yard line there, right in front of the crease, puts it in. Nobody on him. He definitely beat the defenders there, and Chukin can't get there. I mean, always a tough one to save. And
Arnie has a pair of deuces, 2 goals and 2 assists tonight.
And so 4 points on the night for Arnie, as that really puts it away for the Red Knights. They're going to improve to 2-8 in this one. Chaska will go to 6-5. So, as we were talking about these teams earlier, we definitely thought they were more even than their records showed, with Chaska not playing too tough of a schedule this season, and Benilde, probably one of the toughest schedules in the state. As we see a flag down, not really going to affect the outcome of this game, but looking forward for Benilde-St. Margaret's St. Thomas Academy on Friday, and then a quick stop at Cooper next week before they come back home next Thursday, May 21st, the seniors' first day of summer. Fun fact, as they will end their regular season against Edina. 5 seconds left. Kelly's just going to waste the time away. Sending it back to Matt Arneson, and that will do it for this one. Benilde with a 7-4 victory, and they're going to celebrate this one good, as this is their first big win of the season. They had that big win against Park, but this was definitely a much tougher opponent for them, and they really earned this one. Gleekle killing it today with, I don't know, 10 saves?
11 saves.
11 saves on the day for Cade Gleekle. By far his best game of the season.
73% save percentage.
So no doubt going to bring up his average, as he's at 571. And what do you think were the keys for Benilde this game? I mean, we saw them.
Time of possession.
I think that's definitely a big one. I mean,
Benilde, BSM really does not get off to a fast start, and typically the other teams do. And from this, Benilde held Chaska down to a weak first half as well. I mean, it was only 1-0 after the first quarter.
Yeah, and that was really the key for them. Was they played a lot of good defense, but they didn't really have to play that much, as they really possessed the ball a lot. And then, I mean, Cade Gleekle with 11 saves.
73%.
Definitely, I got to give the Player of the Game award to Cade Gleekle. I mean, without Nate Berry, Tommy Ludke in this game, you knew it was going to be harder for them, but the whole team made up for it, including players like Griffin Elin and Matt Arneson. But when it came down to it, Gleekle and the defense really shut down Chaska, and despite the 4 goals, they got the win today.
Well,
so
even Chaska goal, he had an 80% save percentage.
Yeah, and again, that's Ethan Peach-Colin, so we saw a great performance by him, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to win that one. So Player of the Game definitely goes to Gleekle, as we see Benilde wrapping it up. 7-4 win for them. They go to just 2-8 on the season, but definitely looking up for them, as they will head in to 3 more games and then the section playoffs. I'm Ethan Lee, along with Richmond Bowen here in the booth tonight. We had Kurt Meyer up on the camera and Paul Broden in the truck. I'd like to thank both of them. They make this happen. And thank you for watching. This was a good game. ParkTV, 16 TV. We'll see you next time.